Hey guys, this is Josh with Next Step Cubing. What we're going to do today, and I got three of my cubes here to kind of teach you guys. What we're going to do today is the next step in the beginner's method. Now, what I said before is that we're going to solve all our yellow edges on the top, okay? Just to review, and I'll put the annotations on the side here, our first step was to solve our white cross as such, which is already done. The next step was to solve our white corners, which is already done again. Next step was to solve our edges here on this middle layer, which are already done. And so we're going on to the next step, which is to be able to solve our yellow edges on top. Now, when we solve the yellow edges on top, we're not going to be concerned with where they're placed exactly. We just want to make all the yellow edges go on top. Okay, so it doesn't have to line up like the blue side and the orange side and things like that. We just want to make sure all the yellow edges are on top. So with that said, we're going to have one of, well, four cases. But we need to get to the fourth case. So we'll have one of these three cases to kind of start us off. If you get to that fourth case, then you can skip this video altogether and go on to the next video, which shows you how to solve it with the next step of it. But with this case, we have three different things. One is if we don't have any yellow edges on top, and all we have is the yellow center on top. This is what we call the dot case. Okay. The next case that we have is when we have two edges on top that are close to each other like this, and it makes a little L, or what I call an arrow, and I call this the arrow case. And the third is you also have two edges on top, but they're opposite of each other and they make a line. So this is the line case. Okay. So our goal is to make a yellow cross, which is putting all the yellow edges on top. Okay. So I'm going to start with the line case here. And what I'm going to do with the line case is this. I'm going to use our sexy move, which we already know how to do. And all I'm going to do with this before I do the sexy move is I'm going to do an F move. I'll do sexy, R, U, R prime, U prime, and I'll do F prime. And what that does from our line case is it will bring all the yellow edges on top, which is our yellow cross. That's where we need to be. Okay, now if we have an arrow or a dot case, what I need to do is I'll set up the arrow case like this, to where you have the back part going towards the back side, this part going towards the left side, and I'll do the same move. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. It'll bring us to a line case, which then I can do again F, R, U, R prime, U prime, and then F prime. And it'll bring us again to our cross case where we need to be. And so the last thing is the dot case. Now, since it's a dot case and we don't have a definite starting point, we can start anywhere we want. So we'll do F, the same thing, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime, which brings us to an arrow case. When it gets to the arrow case, I'm going to turn my upper layer to where it's in the right position to do this. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. It'll bring me to a line case, so F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. And then it'll bring me to my cross case, which was where we need to be. So the algorithm to learn is very easy for this step. So like I said, I like the short videos. I can drop a whole ton of videos all at once or really quickly. So hopefully you guys learn how to get to the first part of learning our top layer, which is just learning our yellow edges. The next step that we're going to do is to be able to put all our yellow corners on top. And just like this step, it does not matter what the edge placement is, so the corner placement is not going to matter as long as the yellow is going to be on top. Okay. So other than that, I thank you guys for watching. If you have any comments, leave them on the bottom here, and I will catch you guys on the flip side.